Yeah.
Your boss at Recruitment.
Yeah, we're moving.
You've got your LinkedIn
Just doing a little bit of reading.
and your mobile phone. You've got the candidates playing hard to get. With a call
that needs to be plugged in.
Or a no, not yet. So much time of going to and fro. You got another offer, or salary's too low. Hours of searching and hours of stress. Come on, candidates, just gig it a rest.
I'm the faffing for a change. Yeah.
You are, mate.
Well, this is the first time we've not sat there and done a little like 1, 2, 1, 2.
Well, do you want to?
No,
Well,
no.
You happy?
No, let's go with
I've
it.
kind of just left it like last week, and we did all right last week. Just doing a little bit of Googling.
For?
Why do gingers burn? That's sort of.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what I listened to this morning? And I was like, we didn't ever look.
Yeah. Do you know what, mate? I'm not going to be able to pronounce this, but it says, "Welcome back to the recruitment industry's most informative podcast."
Yeah.
Podcast, by the way. Why do gingers burn? Redheads burn more easily due to a lack of. How would you pronounce that word? Emulamin?
I don't know. That's a dyslexic's worst nightmare.
Yeah, so because of the lack of aluminum in them, a pigment that protects against UV radiation.
Let's see it again.
Pardon?
See.
It's EU.
I don't know how you would start that.
Eumelin.
That sounds, yeah.
Illuminous?
Yeah,
They got luminous barnets. They got luminous hair. Yeah. So they tend to have fair skin and be more prone to sunburns. The MC1R. So she's got an MC1R gene. That's what she got. Have you noticed that in her?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Did you not? Yeah, it's the MC1R that you're dealing with. So that dictates the skin colour.
Don't
the hair
like
colour.
MC1R. I might have to.
MC1R also affects pain perception, potentially leading to increased sensitivity to heat and cold, including sunburn pain, as well as the need for more anaesthesia. So basically, it's saying she's a softie. She feels pain more.
Fair enough. There you are.
Value.
Value added.
Straight from the off. Serious value. Are you all right this week, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I felt shattered though.
Why?
Just I don't know. The weekend took it out of me. Just
did
felt
it?
like tired, sleeping great. Just ugh.
Struggling. I've not spoken to you since bank holiday weekend. I know that you went
Nice,
away.
isn't
Yeah. Every time. Like we got in on Tuesday and I was just like, can't be bothered.
is that what went through your head?
Well, do you know what? I was like, we've missed the day. I feel like we all know what we're doing at the moment. It was like, what are we going to do sitting on the phone? Like, I was like, just crack on. And I was like, I'll see him on Thursday.
No, we have more to talk about.
And he can tell me all about it. You can tell me all about it then. So you're tired. Well, is it because you're flying around doing too much? Is that
we did. We had. I'll avoid cycling chat, but I did a decent cycle on Saturday that
How
killed
far?
me. 100k,
Nice.
18.5 mile an hour average. Just two of us.
Wow.
I was dead, mate.
Wow.
Chris, it was the guy that's really good at climbing.
Jesus, wow.
I was broken. Got home and didn't do anything for 2 hours. I was like,
18, how much climbing?
just shy of 4,000 feet.
Jesus, that's
3,700.
impressive.
Yeah,
That's impressive. What would you say you're averaging on the flat to hit that 18 average?
20s.
In the 20s the whole time.
He would have been higher because he was rinsing the hills.
Was he? Yeah, that's mad, isn't it?
But you know when you do a
Fair
long ride
play.
and then you think you've done all the hills and then you turn around the corner and you go, I know this road. Oh, don't tell me we're going up. It was one of those moments.
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. I thought we'd done. Had to go up Aston Hill, Wendover.
Aston Hill and Wendover.
The long one through past Wendover Woods where Go Ape is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the one that splits in the road in the middle. Kind of come up and go right and then left up again. No?
Yeah, it is that. It's the second half of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I came from a different angle
And went up.
then went.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That was good though. It was nice. It's nice to be like, do you know what I mean? Just push it.
All right.
I didn't mean that as a dig.
Cheers, mate. I'm pottering around at my 15 miles an hour. Quite happy with that.
So I did that, and then we had a 30th birthday, which was good. I think I sent you a picture.
Yeah,
Me
with
in
the
a
helmet
knight's
on.
costume, yeah.
Yeah. Why were you wearing a knight's costume?
There's some geezer that was dressed up as a knight. It was also his birthday. It was nothing to do with us.
Where was he?
Where were we?
Yeah.
High Wycombe.
Oh, where in Wickham?
In Mount Scribble.
Where's that in Wickham?
You're talking on the high street? I don't know.
On the high street?
There was a church near there. There's a church kind of
okay. Yeah.
Just kind of round and left as a church. So
yeah. Right, okay. All right, so it's right in the centre of town then?
Yeah.
Okay. Opposite the Falcon nearly. Must be near the Falcon. Did you see the Falcon pub?
I didn't really
No,
I
okay.
didn't really look.
Must be near.
High Wycombe, mate. I was in and out.
Was you? Why? Do you not like it?
Stayed in the Maz Grill as soon as we left. That was it. It was
No, just
fun.
right, fun. So that was Lucy's mates?
Yeah. Which
Did you get on with them?
Yeah, they're
Yeah?
good. Well, to be fair, I only know 2 of them, and then it was like all of their friends. So.
Right, okay.
And that's the same with Lucy. She doesn't really know any of the others. So
Oh, right, okay.
yeah, it's good.
So
I was
she's-
working the room.
Oh, was you?
Yeah.
Well, with your knight's helmet on.
Yeah.
I bet they thought, who's this special? Who's this
Told
kid?
him well, I'd have got one, and then I'd move on to the
Well, the same
yeah.
joke over and over. Repeating the Monty Python sketch, then moving on to the next people.
And then we were up at, so it was quite a late one, and then we were up at the crack of dawn. We went sailing.
Nice.
Like the old 7 Seas.
Yeah. You keep saying 7 Seas. I don't know why. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Is that really?
Yeah. 7 Seas. Like what you want, the Thames Estuary or something?
The Thames Estuary. No, we're out in the solar, mate.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, no, same thing. So you went down there on Sunday?
Sunday, then did Sunday, Monday,
Right.
sailing, and it was pretty. I don't know what the weather like was. It was pretty choppy,
Right.
windy,
Were you dusty?
dusty.
Yeah. After you parading around Wickham with your knight's helmet on.
Oh right. I'd felt better.
Right, okay. How many
Bit
did you have?
fresher. How many do I have?
Yeah.
6 pints. So.
Right, okay. After your big cycle
And a
as
few
well.
baby Guinness.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It was that vibe?
Yeah, it was that vibe.
That vibe, nice. And where'd you go in the Solent?
We went to Port Solent.
All right.
You don't have a clue, do you?
No.
Which is Portsmouth.
Right, okay.
So we, I got to see. Do you know what? Oh, this is really sad. I love the kind of like, I love like naval stuff, like
Right.
ships, like military.
Yeah.
Navy. Yeah, I find it a bit fascinating.
Ah,
All the
maybe
subs and
maybe in a
stuff.
past life you were in the Navy.
Yeah, and I've never seen the aircraft carriers, and the Queen Elizabeth was in there,
Okay.
so I got to see the Queen Elizabeth aircraft carrier, which is cool.
Well, it was in Portsmouth.
Yeah,
That
that's where it's based.
Oh, right, okay.
But normally they're out and about.
Doing stuff, doing
There's
bits.
2 of them, and there's always kind of one out and about patrolling.
Patrolling.
The other one,
It's
yeah.
just watching the Seven
So the
Seas.
Prince
makes
of
you-
Wales has gone to. It's going through the Med to. I don't know.
How do you know this?
I just because I was listening to the news, mate.
What? It's on the news.
That kind of thing is
Is
yeah.
it? Right, okay.
There was like the Prince of Wales is going out with these ships to I don't know fight
Right.
China or
Fuck China.
no.
America.
Be a global
yeah.
presence because China are being like more dominant in Pacific and stuff like that or whatever. So
Right, are they?
So it's all
They're
like
throwing their weight around, the
Yeah.
Chinese of it. It's so funny.
I'm not an expert though, but
Yeah, you are.
I get the
You're
gist.
You just said expert. You just said expert. I find that funny that like they're like we have to do that. Do you know what I mean?
oh yeah, it is.
it's
yeah.
mad, isn't it? Like there's
But the other thing we don't actually have like the fleet to support our own aircraft carriers. We have to kind of like rope in NATO to
right,
help.
okay,
We don't have enough ships,
right,
or we just have enough.
right,
So
okay.
because
Yeah.
you have to send out oh, God, it was a bloody recruitment podcast that I'm talking about now.
We'll get
Like
to the RNLI next.
Like an aircraft carrier won't go out without a submarine. There's always a
Oh,
submarine
will it
looking
not?
after it. Yeah, there's always, and it'll have like a fuel ship, a battleship, a frigate, all these
Right.
support ships. It will never go out on its own
Why?
because it's cost so much and it's so easy to sink.
Right.
On it, like its firepower is unreal because it's got
Yeah.
all the planes, but it would take 30 seconds for a Russian sub to come and scoop.
Curtains.
So it goes out with like a task force, is what they call it.
Ah.
Yeah,
I never
did you not
knew-
know that.
Nah.
Right.
I never knew.
Yeah. So I find that stuff a bit fascinating.
Yeah. So one sub just like circling the bottom of it, like a little.
Yeah.
Like
And
a little shark.
I used to know someone whose job it was on the Queen Elizabeth aircraft carrier, and his job was to basically communicate to the sub
Right.
every 6 hours when it would come up, and then do some relaying of like some updated messages, and then it'd go again. It'd go down again.
That's
they
cool.
wouldn't.
Who's that? How do I not know this person?
It was someone I used to work with's
Right.
husband.
Right. Okay.
So we used to go to the pub and go on. And like,
Is it proper formal when they chat, or do they come up and it's like, right, lads, like what's going on?
Yeah, we'd be fairly,
Fairly legit, like Roger, Jamie Dodger, that type of thing.
we can't do this.
Well, you went sailing, so naturally it led. How do you know this info though? Is that fed through from the old man? Does the old man, or do you?
No, I like watching YouTube videos on naval stuff.
Do you ever work? Last week,
I've not done that for ages, but
last week it was battle simulators. This week,
that one's on social. Next time I'm on, like, if that comes up, I'll have to send you and be like, look, that one.
Yeah. I've never
Because
seen.
I don't know where that one comes from.
What
The battle the simulation ones.
Right.
I have no idea where that
Gotcha.
comes from.
Yeah, gotcha. Was it just you, Luce, and your old man then?
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, and it was really good.
He loves it down there, doesn't he?
Yeah. He did well. He put on a good little like.
Oh, did he? What
did
do you mean he did well?
breakfast on the Monday. Like I'd done.
Oh,
Like, just really kind of thoughtful. Yeah.
He wants you to go again.
Yeah. It was good. And then we had to rush home because then we'd booked in to do the pub quiz. So.
Oh, where was that?
Head down the road. Yeah.
Oh, with who? Who'd you do that with?
Stu and Nat.
Ah, nice.
There are pub quizzes. Yeah, they're good. It was we're getting better. Actually, it's the best one we've ever done.
Oh yeah, where'd you come?
Probably like 10th.
All right,
Out of 19.
19.
Big pub quiz.
Right.
At that
They get
one.
that many teams in there.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it's big enough.
Really? It's huge.
Is it? Right.
Yeah.
Maybe
They're doing a summer one where they're going to do like outside, upstairs, down, like when it's 5 entries.
You know, it's all going off now.
Yeah.
You're 30, isn't it?
I know. And then yesterday morning, I've just seen that guy because he was around.
What is it? He's all right.
It wasn't him. I'm sorry. Yes. So yesterday morning,
Yeah.
I was like,
no, it wasn't. Yes,
it was. What was the day before?
Tuesday morning. Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday morning. Like it was 9:30.
Early doors it was. Yeah.
and working away, and I just heard like that.
Oh, you heard it.
Oh God, yeah. And then
Right.
I looked out the window, and I just saw like guy in a high vis jacket and a helmet sprawled across the floor.
You know.
So I shoved the jumper on and ran out there, and so he'd come off his motorbike. So
How? What hit a car?
he hit that white car there. See the. So it's actually not. He's kind of like hit the back right of it.
Yeah, got it.
Punctured the tire, smashed the
Oh
light.
yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Bumper's a bit wrecked.
Jesus. So how's he hit that then?
Well, I asked him and I said maybe don't mention the phone, but his phone was on his
Right.
thing that had like fallen slightly, so he's obviously just like if it's like bent on, like a phone holder.
Yeah.
He's just gone like that,
And
then he's looked up and gone shit.
Shitting out.
So
he was using that for his sat nav or something.
yeah, and because it's white, he just didn't see it. So I said don't mention that you've been on the phone.
He was all right.
Any sort of insurance, they'll hear the phone and be like.
He was responsive.
Yeah. Like it took him a while to, when like someone knocks, the wind's knocked out.
Yeah.
So he was like, looking around. I was like, right, like
you were the first responder.
First responder,
Wow.
mate. And then
And you're quite a good one to be fair. As well. Did you tell him about the task force and
yeah,
if you tell him that you've been watching,
I'll do comms with old.
I've just been watching videos on the Queen Elizabeth. Submarine's coming up soon for its next reading.
Yeah,
he can't get a breath in.
Yeah, do you know what he did? I was like orchestrating it all.
Was ya?
Ambulance. Yeah.
What traffic were you?
I had.
Get your table tennis paddles out and like.
I went and knocked on the neighbours whose car that is.
Oh, did you?
As well.
Bet they were fine about it, weren't they?
No, the funny thing about that is, so like her English isn't her first language, and it's her husband's car, and I think her husband does a lot of the kind of orchestrating. And I was like, hi, I'm just live over the road. And it's like, I'm just letting you know, someone's just hit your car. So I thought, grab your phone and we'll take some pictures of the car. And she was, okay. So she's come down with me, and like, a bit like focused on the car, and she looks around the corner. At this point, you got 2 police cars and an ambulance, and she sees him lying on the floor.
Yeah.
She looks around the corner. She goes, "Oh!" like this. I was like, "No, he's fine. He's fine." He's like, yeah.
You didn't tell her that? Like,
No. Yeah, I just said a motorbike's hit your car.
Yeah.
But yeah, she didn't really know what to do, so I was like, "Look, give me your phone. I'll take some pictures."
Oh, bless you.
And then, yeah, but he was fine. Do you know what? He's gonna have a hell of a bruise on his left shin, and maybe broken his left little finger.
But that's not too bad.
But I think that's it.
Yeah.
So they didn't take him off. They let him.
Oh,
They let him go. They checked him over for 20 minutes.
Right.
And then we're like, yeah, you're good to go. Nothing's broken. So he done work very well. He's only 18. So.
Jesus. Well, you bounce at that age.
Yeah.
You do, don't you? Like,
yeah.
It's better than you and me coming off. 18. So what year would he have been born? 2007. Mad, isn't it? Yeah, 2007. I was just leaving school.
We don't like that chat.
Nah. Do you know what, right?
God, yeah.
I do that to myself all the time.
Do you?
Oh my God. I'm like, when I'm like obsessed with time.
Yeah.
Like I'll hear things like, what year was that person born? And then what was I doing at that point in time? Like my brain just goes.
It's so funny.
It's mad, isn't it? Because I don't mind getting older. Like I don't mind it.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. But like at the same time, I'll do things like that. Yamal or whatever his name is, this 17-year-old that plays.
Oh, he's mental.
He's like, well, he's born 2008. He's just done his GCSEs. He might not be able to drive yet, and he's just pinged one in the semi-final of the Champions League. What was I doing at 16? Driving a moped, thinking I was hard. I was a swat. Do you know what I mean? Not much has changed. So yeah, that dude, 2007. They're all turning 18.
Blimey.
Is that right? Have I done the math right there?
I'm not gonna. Yeah, sounds about right. Are you checking it?
Wow. My brain's now. I'm panicking because I'm on a podcast.
2007.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
10, plus 15. Yeah. So there you go. So the youth of today. That's what bouncers will be checking IDs for now. 2007.
Yeah. And then they look at my ID and then just see 19. Oh God. Yeah.
Oh, we'll pass on that. We got me and Sarah got ID'd. We got refused the other week for energy drink.
Did you?
16. When that geezer at Co-op weren't having it.
Round the corner from you?
Yeah.
Really?
Geezer in there weren't having it. And he was like, you got ID on you? And we were like, nope. And I'm like, I'm 34, mate. Like, I'm 34. She's
twice the age of the guy behind the guy.
No, he's older than us.
Oh, right.
He's older than us. But he was like, nah, can't. And so we were like, right, okay. Put those back then. So, yeah.
It's mental.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is funny. It is funny. You got my brother coming up this weekend, didn't you?
Yes. I haven't planned anything yet. Need to.
Have you not?
No.
I thought it was like games night.
Yeah, we haven't planned anything though. I'll have to ring him later.
All right. He said, I've got Dan coming over on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I said, if you guys want to come up and join us, we're just going to be hanging around watching the football. So you're welcome to join us in town for a bit of lunch and pint or whatever if you want to.
How was your weekend? You had a 30th as well.
My weekend, yeah. Yeah, it was good, mate. Went back to Essex on Saturday. Had a really wholesome morning, to be fair. Went down to see the seafront, and my mum, my brother, Uncle Mark, and Rosie all met them on the seafront, and we did a 4-mile run.
Oh, did you?
Together.
A little
run club as a unit, yeah. I should have put the photo on socials. Probably not. I won't get it up now, but yeah, a really cute little photo of us.
That's funny.
Yeah, all on the seafront. And then on the way back, we in one of the cafes saw. My mum said Richard and Lynn walk the dog most mornings, and they stop for a coffee in there. So like, look out for them. And they were sat there. So we jumped in, had a coffee with them. Saw Marnie the dog.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So I obviously dog sit for Steve's brother. Well, not anymore really. When their daughter was at uni, I would dog sit. But now she's back. They don't really need me. And that dog is she's so lovely. She's so tranquil, like relaxed. She's chilled. And then I also dog sit for my aunt and uncle, and their dogs are like chaos. Yeah. And I was saying to Rosie, I was like, it's chalk and cheese. Like, you put food down for Marnie, and it's like she kind of, oh, I might have a sniff, I might have a pee, like she might eat. And then the flip reverse, like you put food down at Auntie's head and Uncle Mark's, your fingers almost get bit off.
Yeah.
They're like, ah. So that was cute. And then went to...
Marnie always cracks me up as well because
I know what you're going to say.
she's a female. If you sit with your like leg crossed like that, or your leg out, she comes over and just cocks a leg over your foot, but
Yeah.
and just stands there.
Yeah.
And then does that thing where it's like,
She gives you a bit of side eye.
yeah, like that. It's like, what do
Gives
I?
you a bit of side eye to be like, check whether you noticed or not.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's weird. She cocks her leg as if she's like a male dog about to have a wee,
yeah,
doesn't
it's
she?
so weird.
And she'll just rest it. And then, like you say, she'll awkwardly look at you to be like, have you clocked her? But yeah, she's a lovely dog. And then Saturday evening was Jenna's birthday, which was good. They had a little live band, which was cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was Baby Guinness vibes as well.
Right, okay.
So there's a bit of that going on.
Yeah.
Had a few sherbets for me, 3 or 4 pints and a few shots. But no, that was really nice. Ronan was there. He had a chat with me about the pod. He was like, I see you boys doing the pod. It was quite funny because he said, but he was saying really nice things. But I was like, mate, you're just being kind.
Yeah.
Like this is coming from like I looked this morning, their TikTok account is now 1.9 million followers.
Yeah.
And they probably get more likes in a minute than I've had on my whole channel.
Well, but that is their job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
he does. Do you know what? Who's coming on their channel next week? Andy Murray.
Really?
Andy Murray reached out to him and said, I want to come on the golf channel. So it's like, we're playing golf with Andy Murray next week.
Wow.
And there's me like, yeah, I got 100 likes on a video.
Yeah.
But he was saying that like this, he was like, you guys are, it's genuine confidence. I think it's going to work for you. He's like, keep going. Because I think it will grow. And he was like, I think it's just general, you two having general like conversation without trying to force shit. And that'll work. And I was like, mate, you're being, and my brother was like, yeah, he's just being nice. Like, you keep at it, little guy.
yeah.
One day you might get 1,000 likes on it. But he's great, actually. He's
because he's playing in. I saw on his social. He's playing in James Madison's Invitational.
I don't know what that is.
So James Madison puts on like a charity event,
right?
Golf.
Okay.
And he's going to that. So he'll play with loads of footballers.
Right.
Loads of, yeah.
Mad, isn't it?
It's cool. Yeah. It's really cool.
I hope it keeps going for them. But I was then talking because his other brothers were there as well, and I was then talking to the oldest one, who is probably like speaking.
Paddy.
Yeah, Paddy, who's probably more of the business guy in the fold.
That tends to be what they put off as well.
Right.
Like that's Trey.
Yeah, he seems to be more the brains, and he was talking about like. He was talking about the events that they're running. He was talking about the clothing line that they're starting, and yeah, all the kind of stuff. So it'd be interesting to see where it evolves for them, because like they're kind of doing their journey the opposite way around to us, I suppose, in the sense that they started on TikTok with a huge following. They've got millions of people. They've got this audience that watch them. They're now trying to build it. They're now trying to say, how do we build a business off the back of this? Which is like the events and it's the
clothing brand.
The clothing brand. Whereas we're going the other way. We've got a business and we're now trying to get exposure for that.
Yeah.
By creating content, which I thought was quite interesting. But no, they was all a good, good group of lads. Nice to meet them. And then on the Sunday, what did I do on the Sunday? Don't know. Brain's gone.
Did you head back?
I did come back. Went to see my nan. Yeah, went to see my nan and with Rosie and Rory. Had a lot of politics chat.
Interesting.
Yeah. We had politics chat. I told them about I got collared by the local MP. Have I told you this?
Oh, right. You always do. But they knock on your door again?
Nah, they caught me in the streets this time.
Oh, right.
They always get me, though.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, oh, fucking hell, they got me again. I saw them. They were door knocking, and I can't remember her name. She was lovely, though, but she was there with, like, 2 little minions. And one of the minions was like, do you want to meet your local MP? And I was like, oh, Christ. I was like, yeah, if you want. I'll have a chat. And I was like, you're going to hate me, though. Like, I prefaced it. And he was like, why? And I was like, because I've never registered to vote and I haven't voted. And the geezer's jaw nearly hit the floor. Like, he was so, like, hot, like, incredible. He was like, that's disgusting. And I was like, I know, my stepdad says the same thing. And she was like, why don't you vote? And I was like, you want me to be honest? I was like, I just think you're all as bad as each other. Like, I think I was like,
I'd love to video this.
I was like, if you want a genuine answer, like, I actually don't think anything's communicated well to the layman. I think if you asked the majority of people that go in and vote why they're actually voting, I don't think they know. I think like the Labour vote was people just going, we want change.
Yeah.
Right. They just said, we want change. They didn't know what they were voting for. And I actually think for me as a small business, it's been worse. It's worse off for us, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be pros and cons to everything, but I just think you're all as bad as each other, really. And I love my little life. I love the country that I live in, and I just focus on doing the best I can for what it is. And I just let the rest be the rest, because I've never been in a position where I've been able to say, I want these guys in for this reason.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think she liked it. And she was like, do you know what? You're probably part of a big demographic that don't vote for that reason. Because she's like a good turnout. I think she said was like, she said a really good turnout to vote would be like 65, 70%. So she's like, there's a huge cohort of the UK that just never vote.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would change.
It's hard, isn't it? Because you've got reform coming in now. They're swinging, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're hitting the
old Farage
the up and comers.
Yeah,
the up and comings.
Old Farage has like got millions of followers on TikTok now. His account, I keep an eye on it. Yeah, I do keep an eye on it. So yeah, Sunday was super chilled, and then Monday I just worked.
Nice,
because I was just like, need to crack on, need to get shit done. So yeah, started working. I've also started getting shit from the lads now. In my lads group chat, I get shit for the podcast. I don't know if you get any.
Oh really?
Yeah, I get shots fired now.
For what reasons? Just
that if I just say something in the chat or like do something silly, they're like, stick that on your podcast.
Right.
I'm just like, oh, okay, here we go. Nice one. Keep it coming. So yeah, stick that on your podcast has become common. And then one of my pals was saying that his wife is into it. Have I told you this?
Yeah, right. Go on.
If you see Dan this weekend, because the lads were giving me shit for the pod, and they were like, "Stick that on your pod," type thing. I was like, brilliant. And then Dan was like, "To be fair, Hannah's into it."
How into it?
Well, like the shorts on.
Right. Nice.
Because he was like, I'll be lying in bed, and I'll be like, just going to tuck in, go to bed, tuck myself up, and then I'll hear like Luke and Andy, like Luke's
cackle
from the other side of the bed. I'm like, what's he doing? And yeah, he said she scrolled through TikTok at like 0.5 seconds, and then she comes across, and he's like, oh, she's going to watch that. So she'll sit and watch it. So what I'll do is I'll clip this, and we'll go hunting. We'll see if we can.
Yeah.
I'll see if
Busted. Night, Dan.
Yeah, night, mate. Sleep well. We'll see if we can catch Hannah. Go hunting for Hannah. Yeah. So that's me up to date, really. I think. Don't think there's anything else. Have you got your iPad? Have you got like?
Yeah. To be fair, I've remembered it all. I think.
All right. Well, you have a little look at that.
Or it didn't.
I'm gonna have
didn't update.
Quick break, and then you'll see if we've got any more topics.
Come on, candidates, just Giig it a rest.
You'll have to do a clip, and the opening line is "Night, Dan." You know when you do a clip and you like loop it, do a little bit of a segment, then you. Night, Dan.
Night, mate. At the grandparents at the moment, we haven't had any grandparents updates in ages.
Oh, you got a bit of a grandparent update. They're all right, mate. I've actually the other weekend I did loads of jet washing for them. I don't know if I said.
No. The last we had was the wedding. It was before the wedding. Right. It was what she was going to wear to the wedding. So.
Yeah, they're good. They're doing well. They're definitely getting old. Nan's repeating herself more and more, and Granddad's getting slower and slower.
Right.
But we've redone their garden. So they've got a nice little patio bit for their garden, just where it's warmer weather. They can like do a bit. This, it's
nice.
It entices them out a bit more.
Entices them out. Gets them out into the fresh air.
And it's safe. They've got a nice big step.
Right.
Like it's just like before it was a bit. They've got nice stepping stones down to the shed. The garage. They've got rid of the shed. Like we've just done a right clear out. And he'd like to because Nan will. I don't know if there's like a I don't know if I've told you about this before. I don't know if it's something. It's one of these weird things that you know that people do when they've got Alzheimer's dementia, and she'll like put rubbish around the garden.
Yeah, you've told burying the rubbish.
Yeah,
She
like
buries
stuff
it.
like that. Yeah. So
wonder why. I wonder what that is.
I don't know. It's just she was obsessed with the bins. Like the bin men won't take this. It's like no, they will take that. Like
I'm obsessed with the bins as well.
The bin men are decent. Like I don't know what. Maybe when she was growing up, they just didn't. They had to be really fussy about what was taken and what wasn't, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, now you like that's fine. This is so. Yeah, we just tidied up their garden, and they're good. There's a few other jobs I need to do there. The only thing I've heard recently is so we've got more care for them now. So they've got someone else come in who is
Did they have someone before? I swear
we've got a nice little network of people that jump in and help and take them to these different dementia clubs with Music 24 and some of these ones that are really good.
I love the updates of
normal
drums.
Yeah, because he'll go for the drums and ages, like just. So yeah,
bless him.
But we've got like an ex-carer who's worked for like an agency and then's kind of like gone out on her own.
Okay, freelance carer.
Yeah, so she
Gig
needs
economy vibes.
Yeah. So yeah, she needs a CRM just to. So yeah, I think I don't know if she started, but her name Jo, so she was coming to like the family WhatsApp group. So she's like.
Oh, she's in the proper.
Oh no, we have like a Bez and not Bubbles and.
Okay.
Yeah.
This isn't the.
Yeah, not like my family.
I was going to say, like she's in the official chat.
Yeah. No, we've got loads of different ones.
She's got Granny C. Is Granny Seaside in the main one?
No, she's got.
Oh, so
she
she's
doesn't
got
have
her own.
WhatsApp. She's got an iMessage like family chat. That was just called family chat.
Right. Okay.
Then we've got like Sturgi.
Right. That's the main.
That's the main one.
Is Matt in there?
No.
So that
is just four of us.
Well, you should technically you should get rid of Becky.
Yeah.
Not Sturgi.
Then we had Alarmed. No, we've got Alarmed, which is the six of us, Matt and Luce.
Alarmed.
It's our initials, but no E. ALARMD.
Right.
Alarmed.
Okay.
And then before that we had Drama.
Right. Because Matt, Dave, Rebecca, Andrew, Matt, Alison. Or the other way around.
And then we've got loads of we've got New Zealand.
So do
you
still have Drama as well?
That one doesn't get spoken in, but it's still alive, I think.
And then you've got a New Zealand one.
Yeah.
Christ on a bike.
But that one's just like updates from Jackie, like more if anything.
What, the New Zealand one?
Yeah, so like my family in New Zealand can see what Jackie's getting up to because her carers will put in.
That's cute.
So it's just loads of stuff like that.
Yeah,
and then you've got like the Bubbles and Norms. I don't know why we're going to the different chats. If anyone's interested in joining any,
But you put your requests in to get into Bubbles. Is it called Bubbles and Norm?
Yeah. The only recent one is Joe picked up Nan and Grandad, and we get a bit of an update. It was like. Or like Mum will get a bit of an update being like, they didn't seem too on the ball today, but they seemed in good spirit.
So they have their like good days and their bad days type thing.
Took them to Music 24 this morning.
Yeah.
Was a bit concerned about Norman because he kept holding his calf.
Right.
So I think maybe pulled his calf or something.
Yeah.
And then so Joe, no, not Joe, one of the carers went and helped. Norm, you're right, mate. You've done something to your calf. And he'd got one of those. He'd obviously put his trousers on, but he has like a night thing, like a nappy.
Right.
I found at night.
A protection.
Yeah. He'd obviously come down his trouser leg when he was getting changed or whatever.
Right.
So he just had a nappy in his trouser leg. So she was like, "Oh no, come on, we'll get that. We'll get rid of that."
Was it an old one?
I didn't ask for the details. I'm sure it was fine. Fair. It doesn't always need them, but
I've done that before with stuff.
What, you've gone out for the day and you've got your pair of pants down?
Yeah. You pull out, you're like, oh, I've got a pair of pants in there. I've done stuff like that all the time. Now bless them. They're cute. Do you know what?
They're good, yeah.
Another thing I was going to say to you, I watched a film. Right?
Mm.
The Substance. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, mate, watch it. Watch it and come back to me and let me know.
Was it like a scary film or?
Sarah was scared by it, but I wasn't.
Right. Okay.
It's in there. I wouldn't say super scary, but it's in and around horror. But it's basically the premise is this lady is like a fitness influencer. She's getting older, so they don't want her anymore because she's not young. They want the next young and attractive. And you can buy it, and she buys this substance off the dark web, which makes a younger version of yourself.
Right, okay.
There's obviously more. It's actually really clever concept. But then, yeah, you watch the film and then let me know what you think. Because I was going to say, if you've seen it, we talk about it.
Right, okay.
So
substance.
Yeah, watch it and get back to me. Because I thought, I don't ever watch films really.
No.
Last week I was like, I'm going to sit and watch a film. And Rosie and Rory had got me on it. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they got me on that. And was it Heritage?
Heritage. That rings a bell.
Yeah, it's meant to be a really scary film. Anyway, we'll move on. Watch it. Come back to me. Should we make everyone leave? Work chat?
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't say the word work chat, but if anyone left when we said laugh, if anyone listened to the last episode,
the biggest laugh was after work chat.
Yeah, and left before, you missed out.
Do you think it's funny, the heebie-jeebies chat?
I think it was funny, like actually being. I think it was funny for us. I don't listen to it. It was funny, but it wasn't as funny.
I wonder that sometimes. I wonder, like, we find ourselves really funny because we get caught up in the moment, and I'm like, are people listening to it going like, "You're not that funny." Lads.
Yeah,
like that. Wind it in.
We just get a bit silly.
Wind it in a little bit. Has much been happening for you this week?
Well, it's been a short week.
Yeah. Well,
I'd say it's been fairly quiet.
Would you?
In terms of, like, for me, calls, yeah.
Right, okay. You said you got some going on today, though, didn't you?
Today's busier.
Yeah, I had a load on Tuesday.
Right, okay.
Yeah, load on Tuesday. But I feel like at the moment there's like a lot of talking, but not much moving.
Yeah, agreed. There's a lot of people that are kind of like flirting. Flirting, but not actioning.
Yeah, no, I would put it that way. I feel like it's been like crazy. How do I describe it? Like, I'm finding Samwise's time getting torn more and more at the moment.
Right, okay.
Like, we're obviously trying to push on with this customization thing, and there's like so many supports that he needs to do.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? There's like today, for example, he's taking a day off of customization, like to catch up with like other stuff that's like snapping at our heels, so to speak, which makes it difficult because we're
getting closer to needing it. We need someone really to help him.
Well, yeah, in an ideal world, that would be nice. But like, it's more and more been like his time has just been, he's been dragged away. And like today, he texted me this morning being like, I'm going to park customization and I'm going to do all these tickets. And he's going to do, what do you call it? Candidate source.
Okay.
Which will be good.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll get that done today, get that live next week. So like, anyone that is listening that does recruitment, we're basically about to start a partnership with a company called Candidate Source, who can get decent discounts on job boards for solo founders, mainly for solo recruiters. And also they offer a package where they will manage your job ad distribution on your behalf. So you basically send them the job, they'll distribute it to all the big major job boards, filter through applications, come back and deliver you applications, and that's going to feed straight into us. So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah,
that'll feed
be nice and sleek.
Yeah, that'll feed straight into Giig. And then apart from that, just like content, been doing loads of content.
Nice.
I'm pleased with my thumbnails at the moment.
Yeah, I like them.
My thumbnail skills are getting better.
Yeah. What do you do them on? Canva.
Yeah.
And do you use a template, or do you?
Sometimes I
just completely
freestyle.
Just see what happens.
Artistic. I just go artistic license. No, I do take inspiration. Like I was saying to Samwise, I spend a lot of time on social, but when I'm on social, I'm like watching. I'm trying to digest how they do it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So when I'm watching, like on TikTok, for example, I follow like a load of podcasts and I'll watch their clips and I'll be like, how often do they cut from person to person? Where are the people in the thing? Are they using transitions? Is there any music behind it? Do they overlay stuff on it? Like, I'm just watching.
Yeah,
and I do the same with the thumbnail.
Right. Okay.
I'm like, okay, I like that thumbnail. So like the one I did this week, it was like, okay, this. So they've got the person at the front, the person's clear. They've got the same background in the back, but that's blurred. Do you know what I mean? So I was like,
jeez,
yeah, trying to take it all in. So then, like, how do I then replicate?
yeah, fair play.
You sound shocked.
Yeah, no, I just didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen the end result. I just thought we just threw it together.
Well,
I'm joking.
I'm
I'm joking.
what do you mean?
I was just being mean.
Oh right, I didn't get it. I did. The
Right.
meanness went over my head.
All the
touched me,
time, all the time you put into it,
right?
and I was like, I just thought you threw it together.
Wow, I wish I was that talented. But like, it is one of those things that even with this, you know, like how do you make it better each time? How do you improve it? I'm trying to kind of figure that out. So also got bloody shout out yesterday, didn't I? And you got a sneak
Oh,
peek.
brackets. I nearly commented. I'm like, yes, the brackets.
You should have. You should.
I still can, to be fair.
Yeah, you should have. To give anyone context, Bobby, who we had on the podcast a couple of episodes ago, he did a post. It was like, shout out to, I can't remember, guys in the industry that are doing good stuff or something like that.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Like it was almost like the industry's heroes, the industry's unsung heroes kind of vibe.
Was it?
Yeah.
Unsung
Yeah.
heroes.
The
so.
ones that are doing good stuff in the
Right.
industry. Yeah.
Yeah, I was second in the list, bruv.
Yeah.
I was
Because you gave him
second.
a spoon.
Because I gave him a rainbow colour spoon. See, there you go. That's the power of gifts, mate.
Pair of spoons.
Do you know, like Joe Major commented on that video of his saying, "Oh, that's really thoughtful." So I need to like follow up with her.
Oh yeah, seen this.
Yeah. Might try and get her on. But we were under Stu Roberts as well. Big Stu at the top.
Yeah.
Leading the
We have to
charge.
get him on.
What, Stu? You're going to go Curry Club.
Yeah, I'll ask him. Yeah,
He's going to be there.
nice.
So little day trip out for you.
Yeah,
Little social.
that'll be when you're listening to this. That'll be
Yeah, that'll be that same day.
Thursday.
That was cute though. I really like, because I mean, yesterday I probably must have got 10 or 12 invites, and I reckon it's off the back of that.
Oh really?
Mm.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because he gets good exposure. What?
yeah. I would just say reach.
Reach.
Exposure made it like that feel weird to me. Yeah, he does get good reach.
Nice.
So, but the other thing as well is it'd be interesting to see this rec exchange and where that goes. Like
Yeah, I was looking at them on TikTok.
they use AI, all their videos are AI.
For I can tell.
Yeah, you can tell, can't you?
Yeah. Well.
Straight away, I could tell. I didn't even didn't even like cross my mind that it wasn't AI.
Yeah. There's like the odd one where I was like, oh, but like they're all very similar.
Yeah.
They're just different.
They're using
So
it.
are they?
at all.
So what are they? Are they real people that are AI?
Nah, I don't think so. I think it's all AI.
Don't not a fan of that.
Well, it almost tricked you.
Yeah.
You could be. People think you're AI on this pod.
Do they?
Yeah.
What? No one's ever said that.
Yeah, 100%.
Nah.
That's why you're in brackets, mate.
If I was AI,
Look-
my laugh would be like, ha 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 ha.
See, it's weird how like
Rather than-
how well you did that.
Did you notice that I actually moved my mouth? Ha, 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 ha.
Luke and his little AI friend, AI Andy. That's yeah. No, all their videos are AI. But I spoke to the geezer last week. So basically, this is going to be a platform that. Do you know what? I'll send it to Warburton. Actually, I should send it to him. Is going to be a £10 a month subscription for recruiters to go on and be like a job sharing type platform. And he reckons he's got 20,000 recruiters on his waiting list. When I spoke to him 3 weeks ago, 12 it was the number he gave me.
Yeah. Do you know what it says? If you look at his socials, the numbers jumping quite quick.
In what do you mean?
Oh, like it wasn't that long ago. It was like 8,000, and then now it's 20,000
Oh, where's that number?
on TikTok.
Well, that's how many followers they've got.
No, they're join this. They talk about they like join this network of over 8,000. Join this network of over.
So it's them
20.
putting it out there,
Yeah.
though, right? Fine. Okay. Yeah, because I was like, it's interesting because like if he was chatting to me the other week, and he's the chap that I was chatting to, Tom, I think it is like the version of me, and then he's got his little tech guy, who's built this product. And I said to him, I was like, I mean, mate, I've been in the game, I've been trying for the last 8 years, and you guys ain't even launched a product. You've got 20,000 people signed up. I was like, that's crazy numbers. To me, that's crazy numbers. But it'll be interesting to see how many they convert to paid, because all of that at the moment is obviously not. They're hoping, but mate, if they converted a shit ton of that off day one into paid, they'd be
10,000 paying £10 a month, $10 a month.
Yeah, I mean, that's if they convert 50%.
50%.
I have to try and see if we can get into the platform. See if we can have a look at it. But what was I going to say? Yeah,
he's going to shout about us or something. Is he going? Are we going to?
We're going to feature. So yeah, he said to us, oh, when I was on the call with him, he was like, we're looking for a CRM to promote to all these people, and we were going to go with Zoho Recruit, but I don't really like it, is what he said, something like along those lines. I was like, oh, that's interesting. He was like, we'll chuck you in there, and I was like, well, have a go at it. I was like, here, I'll give you access to Plus for a month for free, because I was like, I would rather you say to me, it's a load of shit. I don't like. I'd rather it be genuine.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Rather than you just chuck us up there, I'd rather it be genuine. Of like,
he has used it.
Yeah,
because he's written that thing. He was like,
correct.
And I've used it.
Yeah.
So he actually has used the platform and likes it.
Yeah. So he's had access to it for the last month for free.
Right.
And I've not followed up with him, to be fair. He just pinged me that message to feel like I've been using it for the last month or whatever. I like it. We're going to stick it in. And for me, and then he said, do you want to edit what I've written? And I said, no, because I was like, I want it to be genuine. I want it to be, you've used the product, your actual thoughts on the product, not something that we've created, like not something that we've falsified. So we'll see how that goes, because if the floodgates open and there are 20,000 recruiters that are in there and they see our name again, it's moving us in the right direction, isn't it? So to be more to follow.
Yeah, interesting. And then did you want to talk about what's like what we were trying to chat about before the pod?
What were we chatting about?
The video you did about the Q1.
Oh right, yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah.
I've started a vlog series for all of you that care. Another thing for me to do. I basically thought, like, we do this, which is kind of, I guess, like vlogging. We've got the demo videos, and then I was like, I'm actually just going to do solo videos that are just going to be product updates or milestones of like how we progress. So it's just like a diary, really, to a certain degree. Just me sat in front of a camera talking absolute waffle. So more what the world needs. But I did a blog, which I actually think is quite good because it ties together everything we've built in Q1.
Yeah, nice.
So I basically went through our project management tool and went, right, these are all the features that we built. These are the 4 big ones. I spun that into a blog. That goes out. That's gone out already.
Nice.
And an email goes out today with the blog, which summarizes everything, with the vlog, which is the video of me talking shit, and then the 4 demo videos for the big features. So I think it's quite cool.
Covering the bases.
A lot of work's gone into that.
Yeah, nice.
A lot of hours of content creation.
Yeah.
And we'll get no views on it.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know. The amount of people I've have been speaking to recently, okay, maybe not this week, but there's a lot of like, oh, I saw a YouTube video. Nice. I spoke to someone yesterday and they were like, oh yeah, I saw your YouTube video. I was like, might have been Luke. And she was like, oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, people get us mixed up sometimes, yeah.
People have said that to me at events. They're like, I've seen your brother. I'm like, yeah, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
It was like, I spoke to your brother earlier. Someone else did that. I spoke to, can't remember who it was. I spoke to someone recently that was looking at the product who was sat on your table at the team speed thing.
Right, okay.
Because
we were sat at the same table.
He was sat at the same table and we differentiated it by how tall you were.
Right.
Because the other geezer was like 5'6", 5'7", and he was like, I'm only little, and I was like, me too. So I was like, if it was me, if the guy was taller than you, then it would have been Andy.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, it was Andy then, because I was like, I'm about your height.
Fine.
So people do get us muddled. But yeah, I think that would be good. We'll see. Like content is so big these days, so like important in it these days, just to get it out there.
Well, mate, I'm on TikTok now.
Oh, mate, I couldn't believe it. Nearly shat myself when I saw that yesterday.
Yeah, watch this space, mate.
Do you know what? The fucking annoying thing is, right? I've been trying really hard for like a year. You'll put some shit post up and that'll be it. You'll be off. Like, you wanna... But do you know what? I couldn't care.
I was just sat there, not, what day on Thursday? I think it was Tuesday evening. And I was like, trying to think what else we can do to get exposure.
Right.
Reach.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, yeah, but like, even if I think I went on your profile and I think I like clicked a video and then you can save it.
Right.
I think you've got it privacy on, like, so I can just save yours
Right.
and put it up.
Right.
And I was like, actually, for how easy that is,
Yeah.
I might as well just recycle it.
Yeah.
And then if it hits slightly different people, great. Like, there can only be stuck, you know, we might get something out of it.
Mate, 100%.
So yeah, that's my, and I'll try and put some other stuff in there that is different. But it's a start.
Mm. Yeah. What we need to get
It's
better.
a start. Have you seen my profile?
Nah.
Oh, no, it's funny.
Briefly. Why? What have you said?
Well, a lot of them are a copy of yours, but I've done like gig hire, gig at arrest,
Yeah.
avid cyclist.
Right. Okay.
And then I was like, because I've put avid cyclist, I'll put like a little post up about my bike. So my bike's in there.
Right. Okay.
That's my
Nice.
That's my most viewed. That's my most
Funny.
viewed.
It's funny, isn't it?
I'm the little numbers, but
you should do cycling stuff.
yeah. Well, that's my plan. I'm gonna do,
because that's probably what will resonate.
Yeah,
That's probably what people will like. So
that's my plan. It'll be a mix of gig and
yeah,
is it still the same? Is it?
yeah. So I mean, like the 2 posts that you've done have had 300 views, right? So it's like the so that will move the needle. Like if you keep doing that every week over the course of the year, that's
I've gained a follower.
have you actually? You're up to 11 or 10.
Oh,
That's
there you
Make
go.
Exchange. They don't follow me, I don't think.
Oh, really? Do you follow them?
Nah.
Yeah, I've done a bit of like.
See, that's the thing I'm not very good at.
You're losing money. The best recruiters aren't competing. They're sharing, trading talent, and making more money together.
That's
Change is where that happens.
His voice doesn't on that video. His voice doesn't match his face to me.
no agreed.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't sound like
Isn't
that
isn't
would
it-
come from there.
I don't agree with that.
What's that?
Don't like the AI of like. Since another one.
Competition is still grinding. You could be winning. While others struggle with cold outreach and ghosting clients, recruiters inside Rec Exchange are placing talent faster than ever. Where do you want to be? Your competition?
Fair enough if it's working.
Did you see the Did you see the last thing I'll finish on? Did you see the email that I put into our group chat about AI this week?
Yes.
I've seen 2 emails from 2 different founders about AI, and you know when you're just like, I don't know whether to be scared or not.
What was he calling it? AI.
I don't know where you're going.
It was in that email. He was calling it something.
Oh, I
AI
don't know.
first, is it, or something?
Oh,
AI.
the Duolingo guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to build they were going to be mobile first, and then it's like now it's going to be AI first,
Blimey.
which is crazy. And then I saw another email from the founder of Fiverr. You know, the platform where you get freelancers, and it was really interesting because obviously Fiverr's business model is you find freelancers to do those little jobs that like you don't want to do, like maybe your content creation or write you a blog, or you know those little things, those little that £10 tasks you give to a freelancer.
Yeah.
He was basically kind of looking at it, reading through the lines a bit, almost saying like our business model is under threat because people are now going to use AI instead of coming to all the freelancers that we've got. And I'm reading through the lines. That's kind of, and you know, I sit there and go, should we be worried about this shit, or is everyone just getting like overthinking it? Like, are we still going to stay a bit human? I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, it was. I've seen 2 of those this week, and it put the heebie-jeebies up me. Just like don't know whether to panic or not. But there we go.
Well, yeah. That's always good. That's like for the next 5 years. I think that's going to be a hot topic.
Do you think?
AI. It already has been.
Yeah.
It's going to be do we need recruiters when we've got AI? I think so. I'm a bit anti it. I'm all for it, but anti it.
In what sense?
It's great for I always say this, and I'll stick by it. It's great for the time saving aspect. I don't think you can make it do what a recruiter does.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Because the scary thing is, like, over time, is it going to get better? Like, you know, when mobile phones first came out, And mobile phones were those fucking huge things that people carried around in a briefcase. And now,
Yeah.
you know, are we on the mobile?
You can have a video like that where it's some geezer that's AI that's like, "Hi Andy, do you want to? You know, I've looked at your profile and I think this job will be great for you."
Yeah,
That will be weird.
yeah.
But it's just. Yeah,
it's not outside the realms of possibility. Like I spoke to someone this week who they called it agentic AI or something, where it learns, and they were like, they've built a tool that is keeping in touch with candidates based on what they're doing on socials or things that it can pick up. So it'd be like, this person's changed job, so I'll do a little reach out to be like, "Oh, hey, hi, I just seen that you've changed job. Like we spoke 6 months ago, blah blah blah. Just want to wish you." And what he was talking about is it's all about the AI watching what the people are doing and then keeping in touch with them based on anything it can pick up.
bloody hell.
So that's the scary thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great way to end.
Scary times. Another one. What episode? We're up to.
Is this halfway? Is this halfway through the year? We're coming into 6 months of doing this.
Oh yeah, it's not halfway through the year though.
Halfway through, like
a year.
A year for us, yeah. I'll tell you right now. This episode is 24. So 2 more, and we've done 6 months. Are we getting better at it? Don't know. What would you say this one was? Average day. See you next time for another average day.
Come on, candidates, just Giig it a rest.